arrow here, okay, there is an option here called Customize Quick Access Toolbar. Okay. If you're gonna scroll down here, actually that is the last icon that you put in your quick access toolbar. So in this window, if it's down, no, this icon will be placed to the maximum right. And if you arrange it, like for example, here, okay, if you move up, let's try to move up, no? Move up to the first one. So the first icon here will be placed to the left. That's it. So you can customize. So if you can add, of course, you can also remove. Just press right click on this icon. Right click. You can remove from quick access toolbar. Okay. So you can add also, you can remove. Copying that. Done. Okay. So the last time I was talking about is the quick access toolbar, wherein you can add a tools that you use most often. You can rearrange the sequence and you can remove if you don't need it. Now, okay. Options bar. Okay. So the options bar is located below the ribbon, located below the ribbon. We just learned that this is the ribbon, yeah? And this is the quick access toolbar, yeah? Now, it says here, located below the ribbon, but it displays conditional tools dependent on the current tool or selected element. So it means it's supposed to be shown here, but it will only appear if you have a specific tool. Like for example, if you click wall, so the options bar will come here. Yeah. So we're going to do it or we're going to understand it later, no? Like for example, under your modify tab, okay, we're going to mirror something, no? Actually, the mirror tool is here. So if I'm going to click mirror, the options bar, I have to select element first. Select element and mirror. The options bar will come. Okay, so it varies, no? It varies in different tool. Like for example, for door, okay, so wall, okay. What else? Ceiling, not so much in the ceiling. Roof, okay, I think. Just that's it, no? It will just appear in a specific tool. Type selector. Okay. Let's go to the type selector now. The type selector actually identifies the current selected family type and provides a dropdown from which you can select a different type. So basically, type selector is here now. By the way, for you guys, if you when when all of the things are fixed, no? It's better also, no? If you are going to arrange these two, no? The project browser and the properties. Let's start with the properties. I want you to click and drag, and let's place it to the right. Okay, press and hold. Left click, hold. Place your cursor here, and wait for this preview and then release. No? Same goes with the project browser. Release. Okay, why am I asking you to put this one? Actually, you can place your properties, you can place your project browser there. Okay, but why am I asking you to put it here, the properties and the project browser to the left? Simply just because you know, for us to understand each other quickly. If I tell something for you to push or for you to click, you can easily follow me, no? But if you're already learned the software, our session is done, you can put wherever you want to put these properties in the project browser. For now, project browser to the left, properties to the right, and the quick access toolbar below the ribbon. Type selector, actually the type selector is here. I am assuming you are still in one entry level, no? So let's just go somewhere here in the concrete area. Are these concrete? No, it's not. Let's say, for example, in this instruction room, no, room 117 in one entry level, let me try to put a door, no? So door, let's click on door. And actually, this is where you will select, no? So this is the type selector, by the way, no? So if you're going to click this drop down, you will find there all the loaded families there. Would you like a single door? Okay, or a single flush? Would you like a double glass? What else? Maybe do we have some? We even have some double, but wood. Okay, so you can have it here, no? So this is where you're going to select the type that you want to place. So let's just do this door in advance, no? I'm going to click this M double flash and simply click to your wall, and your door is placed. So how easy is that, no? So let's press escape. Okay. So now, if someone will ask you, can I still replace this door? Let's say I don't want a double door. I want a single door. Yes, just select it. And from your type selector again, you can select the type. Let's say I don't want a double door. I want single door. Okay, I want double glass. So you can change through the type selector. That's why it's called type selector, no? You are selecting type from there. Properties palette. The properties palette is a modest dialog where you can view and modify the parameters that define the properties of elements. So for example, let's pan our drawing. I'm thinking that all of you know how to pan, no? Let me just check, sir. Do you know, because you told me that you have a little bit background on using AutoCAD, no? A little, no? So it's the same thing, no? You can press and hold this one, and you can do pan. So it's, you know all these things, no? No offense, no, but because sometimes I have some students that doesn't have any idea of AutoCAD. So it's okay. So I have to gauge, no? Maybe I'm saying that do pan, and some of my students is not understanding what I'm telling, no? So you just have to understand from me. Okay, so here, let's just go to this stairs somewhere here. I'm still at the 1 entry level, no? So if I'm going to select this wall, actually, any message that?
Yeah,
Huh?
arrow.